This video will provide an overview of using the How-To button in Expanse and demonstrate the appropriate way to close out of Meditech. Navigating around Meditech Expanse is essentially the same as it is in our current version of Meditech, with a few notable exceptions. When accessing Expanse via a browser, we have a couple different changes. One is the Return To button. The Return To button allows you to toggle between different open screens of Meditech. For example, let's say you're a member of our outstanding patient access team. They would typically work within the registration desktop, so I will launch that now. Now let's say they need to access the master patient index, which is located in a different area of Meditech, but they don't want to close their registration management desktop screen. They could simply click on the Return To button, navigate to the main menu, and launch the master patient index. If they wanted to go back to the registration management desktop, they could do that by simply clicking on the Return To button. Another change with Expanse is how to close out of a screen. If you are done with a screen and want to close it, you have a couple different options. One way is to click on the Close button on the top right-hand side of the screen. This will close the current screen you are on. Another option is to click the Return To button and click the X beside the screen you wish to close. If you click Close All, it will close out of every screen and close your session of Meditech entirely. When you are done for the day, you will want to close all screens. If you click the X in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, it will close your Meditech session entirely. You will want to avoid doing this as much as possible. If you happen to do this accidentally, you need not worry. First of all, if you click it, it will warn you. If you click Leave anyway, you still can get back to where you were before. One of the nice things about Expanse is if you do accidentally close your entire session, when you sign back on, and I'll show you that now, it has this red X, which indicates you have a prior session that you can sign on to. I will click that. Upon doing so, it takes me right back to where I was before. This is an especially nice feature for those who work from different computers in the day, perhaps a clinical person taking care of patients in different rooms. When you log on to Expanse, it will take you right to where you left off on the prior computer. Lastly, one button you should avoid using in the browser is the back arrow button. This will close you completely out of Meditech as well. One final thing to cover. If you close out of Meditech or go from room to room and you try to get back into Meditech and you're having issues, let me demonstrate here. I'm going to close out of Meditech and click Leave. I'm going to relaunch in a test. Let's say I'm trying to get back in here and for whatever reason it's not letting me. One thing you can do to reset everything is to click this Reset button at the bottom. This will clear everything out in the system. You click Terminate, and now you can start over brand new and click Launch New Session. This concludes the video on how to navigate around Meditech Expanse using a web browser.